Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 5 of my plastic surgery journey. So this vlog will be the last episode of this series for the next 6 weeks. This vlog will take you from week 2 to week 4 of recovery. It might be a little bit jumbled at times. I haven't done it day to day. I've just sort of recorded now and then through the last 2 weeks. You will see some before and afters, you will see my scars, you will see my body, what it was before, what it is now, and just little bits and bobs like that. Obviously filming my Manjaro series and this series alongside each other day to day, I get a little bit confused what I have recorded, what I haven't recorded, so there might be a little bit of inconsistencies here and there might be a little couple of gaps. But I've had a lot of fun filming this series, and I hope this series has been beneficial to some of you and has given a bit of an insight into plastic surgery abroad and the recovery process, and what you could expect your body to look like. And if you have found this series helpful, then please subscribe. It really does help me and it helps the channel. We are already at 5,200 subscribers, which I'm absolutely blown away at. So thank you every single one of you that tunes in every week, that likes, comments, shares, that has subscribed. I'm absolutely blown away, and it means the world to me that you are joining me on this journey. So thank you so much. And yeah, like I said, this week's video, a little bit choppy, but I'm trying to show you as much as possible. So with that said, please enjoy this week's video. If you haven't already subscribed, then please do. So it is Wednesday evening. We are now 2 weeks post-op, and let me see if I can show you in the mirror, I'm standing up pretty straight. So I'm not 100% straight yet. I'm slightly hunched over. I look quite fat in this mirror, but everything's looking really good. Let me show you. So everything's looking really good so far. Still very swollen. I'm only like 2 pounds heavier than I was when I went, but you can see I look quite big. I've still got a lot of swelling to get rid of. Still haven't seen my scar yet. I was told to keep this scar tape on for around a month. So once we get another 2 weeks in, I will take the scar tape off, have a look at the scar, and I'll put another set of scar tape back on. So it's now Thursday afternoon. This one has dragged me to the fucking beach because she wants to go surfing. I'm obviously not going surfing. I would split open like a wet taco. I've actually got normal clothes on today because I wasn't going to come to the beach in my compression garment and a pair of shorts. So I've obviously got all of my compression garment underneath. I've travelled with my jeans undone because it was just a little bit too tight for me. I'm going to sit on the beach, get some fresh air. Hopefully I won't melt too much, and this little bitch will be surfing.
Surfing the waves.
So while Grace is surfing, I thought I would check in. I feel like my recovery is going amazingly. I'm quite comfortably sat on the beach. I'm not in any pain. I haven't had painkillers in God knows how long. I would say the last sort of like 48 hours, I'm getting in and out of bed a lot easier. I am able to tidy the house. I'm hoovering, mopping, doing everything I probably shouldn't be doing and really overdoing it. But obviously, like, Matt's not there anymore. Grace is going to be going home tomorrow. So I need to make sure that I can actually do everything by myself. And I'm so glad that Grace is here. I don't know how I would have coped the last couple of days if I haven't had an amazing friend with me. I'm still very swollen. I still can't quite see the 100% shape that I'm going to be, but I just think that will come in time. The only thing that I'm not used to is wearing clothes. Like if I wear a pair of shorts, if I'm wearing like a pair of jeans and a top, it's just uncomfortable. Anything on my stomach that isn't my compression garment is very tight, it's very uncomfortable. Even wearing a pair of shorts in the house is horrible. This week is really taken out of me. I'm just tired, I'm exhausted, I've got no one here, I've got no one to sort of boost my spirits up. So I think what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to relax. Even if I sleep all day, even if I just stay in bed, then that's fine. I've been really pushing myself. I really shouldn't have been pushing myself so much the last 2 weeks. But I do need to rest. I need to recuperate. I need to get my strength up. I need to get my liquids up because I drank quite a lot of water yesterday, but obviously with the diarrhea, I definitely need to keep my fluid intake up. So I've just finished my presotherapy session, and my mum wants me to go to Primark for her. I am just in a pink pair of shorts and my compression garment, and I didn't actually think that I'd be embarrassed walking around town like this, but the town is really busy and I am slightly embarrassed. So it is what it is, but I'm going to just try and run into Primark as quickly as possible, get things, get out, and then get back to bed. Right, I've got Mum's shopping from Primark, back to the car. I'm actually feeling really hungry today, so I've got that salad from yesterday that I had from Fire Away. I'm gonna get home, have my salad, and probably have a nap. Oh, guys, today I feel a bit bored. I just feel a bit bored. So obviously I've had my presotherapy session, I've had my salad, I've done some editing. Oh, the geese! Oh, I missed them flying over. They literally like came right past the window and went over the house. I wish I'd have got that on camera. Anyway, like I was saying, I've just done my thing today and now I'm just a bit bored. Like I've eaten, done my presotherapy, I've edited videos, I've sorted out invoices and different things, and I'm just a bit like, I've got no one to talk to. I've got Dolly over there licking her bum, but that's about it. I'm gonna have a shower either tonight or tomorrow because my hair's just mega fucking greasy. I don't know if I said it earlier in my video that I'm quite tight today. I'm quite tight, I'm quite sore. I don't know if that's because I've just been in bed all the time, but I'm going a bit stir crazy in the house. So tomorrow is gonna be a nice day. Me and my sister are going into town. We're gonna get a pedicure done. We're gonna have some lunch. My sister and her partner are taking over and running a new car garage on Friday, so we're going to go out for a little celebratory drink, so that'll be nice. We get out of the house. And then Thursday I'm going back for presotherapy, and then I don't really know what I'm going to do for the weekend. Probably just sit in bed. I just wish I could sit downstairs, but I'm so uncomfortable sat on the sofa. Like my BBL just doesn't like the sofa at the moment. So in bed it is. Good morning, guys. It is 7:30 a.m. on Wednesday. I've really started the day off well today. So I woke up with the feeling that I was going to have explosive diarrhea. So I tried to jump out of bed as quickly as I could. I got halfway from the bedroom to the bathroom and it started coming out and I had no control over it and I couldn't get out of my fucking garment. Cut a long story short, I shit myself in my garment. So I'm got no garment on at the moment. It's currently in the washing machine. And it's been pouring out of me like lava, which is great. So I've taken some Imodium. I've got loads of things to do today and I need to leave the house, so I'm really not looking forward to today. I'm cold, I'm tired, I'm quite sore today because I had my presotherapy yesterday. So yeah, I'm really quite fucking sore. Hopefully I can have like a little nap after this because I'm just tired, but onwards and upwards, and hopefully we have a good day. I spoke to my surgeon yesterday and he said that I could take my tapes off. So it's been, like I said, 21 days since my surgery. He did warn me that around the 3-week mark is when my scar is going to look the most red, inflamed, raised. Basically, it's going to look the worst it's going to look right now. So I've taken my scar tape off and I'm actually really pleasantly surprised. So I was expecting it to look really crazy, horrendous, like bright purple. But let me show you. So this is my scar at week 3. I have spoken to him about my hip dips coming back. I don't know if that's because I'm in sort of like this position in bed. But I think I'm going to need, and we have spoken about maybe putting some more in my hips. Obviously, with like any sort of BBL surgery or fat transfer, not all the fat survives. So it's quite hard. Sometimes you have to go back for a revision. So this is what I'm looking like 3 weeks after my surgery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my compression back on. I've got some silicone scar tape coming and some silicone gel. So that should be here either today or tomorrow. But I'm just going to let it breathe. I'm just going to let it get some air to it. Then as soon as my scar tape and my gels arrive, I'm going to start applying that twice a day, thin layers, and massaging it into my scar because apparently that helps. That's what my surgeon said. He said just go circular motions all across my scar for 2 minutes, twice a day. And that should help with the redness. It should help with making it flatter and making it a lot more undetectable. I've got loads of things to do today. I have got a business meeting in 2 hours. I've got a pedicure at 12. And then I'm going out for lunch with my sister. I've got to try and get some content done. So today is going to be a busy day. But we love being busy. And then tomorrow I'm back out for another presotherapy session. So tomorrow's session will be session 6. I cannot believe I've already been home for 3 weeks. And I cannot believe that I've had 6 sessions of presotherapy.
A few moments later.
Guys, I'm getting so frustrated. I can't even tell you. One, I can only find one of my earrings, which is really annoying. Nobody tells you that the hardest thing that you need to get used to is not being able to wear clothes. Like, I'm so frustrated that I can't put clothes on. Like, I've got to leave the house today and I wanted to wear a nice tracksuit. And the waistband is just too much and it's not even tight. Just having any sort of like pressure of a waistband or anything around my waist. It was the same with a massive pair of jeans. It's the same when I wear my shorts. The only thing I'm comfortable in is my garment. That's the only thing I can wear. I'm getting frustrated. I just want to be able to leave the house in something other than my garment and a pair of shorts. Because I look crazy. I'm fed up of looking crazy in the street. I want to look nice. Anyway, rant over. I thought I would let you guys know that it's getting to me. It's doing my head in. I'm not happy. So I am now 22 days post-op from all my surgery in Turkey. And I think, and I hope, this is my silicone scar tape and my silicone gel. It is. So I've got some silicone scar sheets and some medical grade silicone gel. So I spoke to my surgeon 2 days ago. He's really, really happy with how my scar's looking. But he did recommend me to get both of these. He's told me to put this on in a thin layer twice a day and massage it into my scar. This will help the healing of the scar. It will soften it. It will make it lighter. So let's give it a go. So here is my scar at the moment. I've just covered up the rest of me, so I've got a bit of dignity. So I just need to use this in a very small amount. So I'm just going to pop this all across my scar. I might need a little bit more. I'm just going to pop that on my scar. And my surgeon recommended me to massage it for 2 minutes in circular motions. And then once I've massaged this in for about 2 minutes, I will then put the silicone scar tape on. Because it's quite firm at the moment. I have been trying to massage it through my garment. Some parts of my scar are like nice and loose and a little bit softer. And then other parts are a little bit firmer. But this is a very weird sensation. But I've got all sensation back in my belly. I can feel all of this, whereas before it was all numb. I can't feel the back of me still. The back of me is quite numb. But the front of me, I've got all my feeling back. That was nearly about 2 minutes. So let's have a look at these scar sheets. So I'm just going to measure out roughly how much I need. Right, let me cut this and put it on. So it says to take off this part. So I'm just going to stick that here. And just apply this all the way across. Oh. And I'm going to keep this on until it falls off. So I've woken up today and I'm feeling positive. Since I put my silicone scar tape on, I feel a lot better. So I think that day and a half, 2 days that I didn't have any sort of tape on my incision, it felt really weird. That sort of rubbing sensation from my garment was just not a nice feeling. The only thing in the last sort of like 48 hours that's starting to trouble me, well, I'm not worried about it, it's just annoying, is I keep getting shooting pains in my belly button. So I've Googled it. Apparently that's a very normal thing when all the nerves are starting to reconnect and all the tissue's starting to heal. It's just on one side, so it's sort of like a shooting pain into my belly button, which isn't the nicest, but I'm going to get up today. I'm going to be positive. I'm going to strip my bed, even though I've not been in the duvet. Like, I think I've been in the duvet twice since I came home. I think the first day and the second day. I haven't been ever since. So I'm going to strip my bed. I'm going to hoover and tidy upstairs because I'm a lot more mobile now. I did the washing yesterday. So yeah, I've woken up, positive mode, positive mindset. And today's going to be a good day. It's now about 2:30. My mum is coming over at 3. Then I'm going to go to Asda. I've been so productive today. I've tidied the whole house. I'm just having to lie down because my incision's starting to hurt slightly. It's not hurting, it's just uncomfortable. I've emptied the fridge, I've rearranged cupboards, I've hoovered, I've mopped. When my mum gets here, she's going to help me strip and remake the bed because that's a little bit too much for me at the moment. But yeah, I'm feeling really positive. I'm doing a lot more for myself now, which is great. I'm not in any pain. I'm just getting quite tired. The only thing that's getting me down is I'll do things around the house and then I have to have like a 15-minute break because I just get knackered, which is frustrating because I would have had everything done by now and it's taken me like 2 hours. But onwards and upwards. I'm excited to go to Asda, get some food in, get back cooking. I've been slightly loose this morning, but not really the shits, which is great. So obviously not eating yesterday has done me the world of good. I got on the scales, even though I haven't been really weighing myself all of this week. I think I weighed myself at the beginning of the week and I got on the scales this morning and I'm losing, which is great. Even though I've eaten like absolute crap for the last like 2 weeks, I'm still actively losing weight, which is great. So yeah, I will take you along with me to Asda and I'll show you sort of the things that I would buy. I'm now obviously just buying for one, I'm not buying for two, so I need to be mindful of not getting too much, otherwise it's just gonna go all in the bin. So we're just on our way to Asda. I've got a pair of jeans on that aren't tight at all, which is nice. I've got a jacket on and then just my compression. So I actually feel like I've made an effort and I've got some normal clothes on today. So far I'm doing quite well. I've just got little bits of things. I've not gone too over the top. I've got some things on reduced. I've got some strawberries, some grapes. These things I can just freeze. I've got a little mini pizza. I've treated myself to a steak because I feel like I deserve a steak dinner. So yeah, so far so good. I'm back again. I know it's been a while. It'll have only been a couple of seconds for you guys, but for me it's been quite a few days. So tomorrow is week 4 post-op. So I'm just about to go for my 6th session of presotherapy. I was meant to have this on Friday. I really wasn't feeling very well on Friday, so we just skipped that. So yeah, session number 6 today. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling positive. I'm going to have a shower today. I've had my silicone scar tape on since I put it on a couple of clips ago. It hasn't lifted, it hasn't come off, so I'm going to have a shower. I don't know whether it's going to come off. I don't know how well it sticks while I'm in water, but we'll find out. I've got more. And then we're going to have a look at my scar 4 weeks post-op. Obviously, it's been a week since you've last seen it. It's been a week since I've last seen it. What I would say is this last week, I'm becoming more uncomfortable in like my waist and my hips. I think like because I'm starting to come in, I wouldn't say it was painful, it's more uncomfortable. Like the feeling for me is a little bit like I've been rubbed with stinging nettles and it's like a numb feeling at the same time. So it's like a numb stinging nettle feeling. I know that sounds a bit bizarre, but that's how it feels. But the rest of me, my tummy is pretty much all back to normal. There's a little bit of tenderness still there. But all feeling, I can feel all of my stomach, which I couldn't do before, especially around my incision. I couldn't really feel it. It was all numb. I can feel it all now, which is really good because I didn't think it was going to come back this quickly. But in other news, something really exciting happened yesterday. So I booked my flights back to Turkey to have my boobs done. So I am booked in for the 20th of September, which is in 6 weeks' time. I will obviously be taking you along for that journey as well, and that will be like an addition to this vlog. I will be doing a Q&A between now and then, so keep an eye out for that. But what was really exciting last night turned into a little bit of frustration this morning. So my coordinator messaged me saying like, Shane, there's a problem with your flights. And I said, what do you mean? I've literally just booked them yesterday. I thought she was getting confused about my check-in time and my departure time, but no. On further inspection, I booked it wrong. Instead of booking from Bristol to Istanbul return flights, I booked from Istanbul to Bristol return flights, which is great. So I've had to try and correct that today, trying to change the flights same day, just a different time, and obviously going from one to another. Anyway, I've ended up having to pay double the price, which is highly frustrating. Because I'm flying within 60 days, it was like, I think it was like 60 or 70 pounds per flight, which is not how I wanted to start the day. But anyway, we move on. It is what it is. It's happened. I paid for it. Oh well. Get my boobs done. So I'm going to go to my presotherapy. I'm going to take you with me and we're going to have a very productive, positive day. Before I go, like this is my shape at the moment. Like look at that waist. Can we just appreciate that? Wahey! I'm so over the moon with my shape, honestly. Like, if you are thinking about having plastic surgery in Turkey, I cannot recommend Chevry Hospital, and especially my surgeon, Dr. Ali Jamokte. He's done an amazing job. Like, especially when I've had my boobs done, I'm just going to look like a little Barbie doll, and I love it. But anyway, we digress. We're going to go have presotherapy. So here's, like, today's little outfit. I've just got, like, a little dressy top thing on. I've I've got a double compression on today. I just got some pulling pants on just to give me a little bit of extra bit of something. But yeah, looks nice. Right, so I've had a little bit of a hair change because I looked crazy, so I've just thrown it up. Look at that shape. Right, into rejections. Presotherapy went really well. I fell asleep once again. We've just been to B&M. My mum's just run a couple of errands. I look really crazy now. But we've just come to McDonald's. We've been a bit naughty. I've got some offers on the app, so we're going to have a little McDonald's and then we're going to go back to my house. So I'm home. Mum's just dropped me off. I am so tired that I could literally drop on the floor. So I'm getting back into bed. I was meant to have some friends come over later. For an hour or so. I've just cancelled them. I feel really bad because it would have been lovely to see them. But you're like, you know when you're just not up to it. I'm so tired. Like, just walking up the stairs then, I'm like, no. Oh, God, that feels nice. I'm going to have a nap. Probably a long sleep. So this afternoon I'm clocking off and I'll see you later on today. Right, so I've just woken up from a little nap. I'm going to get in the shower. Fingers crossed my little tape stays on. If it doesn't, then I will show you what my scar looks like a week on from when I last showed you. So yeah, wish me luck. So I'm out of the shower and my tapes have stayed on. I thought I would sit here and just show you my arms. Look at the definition in this arm. Like, I never had this before. You can see how tight that is. Even this one, I've not got any bruising anymore. This one's definitely a little bit more defined. This one's firmer than this one is. This one's still got a little bit of give in it. But I'm very happy with my arms. Let me get a bit of clothes on and I will show you my tummy. So it's the next day. I took my scar tape off last night and we are 4 weeks post-op. So I thought I would show you what it looks like a week on. So here is my scar at the moment. It's looking, I think, a lot better than it did this time last week. So I've got my medical silicone scar gel. So I'm going to put this on first, rub it in, and then I'm going to put some more of the scar tape on. Right, so I remember last time not putting enough on my finger. So let's go for like a large pea size. For over this side. And then I'm just going to rub this in. Straight off the bat, my scar feels a lot firmer this week than it did last week. Right, so that's been about 2 minutes. Now I'm just going to leave that dry for about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. And then I'm going to put my new silicone scar tape on. I don't know if I said it before, but I will leave the links to my silicone scar tape and I will leave the links to the scar gel in the description. If you want to know which ones I'm using, if you've got any other better recommendations, then please leave them in the comments because I literally just went on the Amazon reviews. So I don't know if there's any better ones out there. And if there are better ones, then I would like to purchase them. So please let me know. You literally just start to peel off one end. And the way I like to do it is you get about that much off. You put it on to where your scar is. And I'm trying to do this in the camera. And you just pull this bit while guiding where you want the tape to be. You can sort of maneuver it all the way around. And then I just flatten this on. And I'm really surprised at this. So I've seen online that a lot of other silicone scar tapes only sort of stay stuck for about 24 hours. I kept this on for a whole week and it didn't lift once. The only reason that I did take it off is after I had my long shower, it started to sort of crumple up a bit. So I decided to take it off. I've let my skin breathe for around, I don't know, 12 to 24 hours. Because I think it's good to let your skin breathe a little bit. But yeah, this is really good. I feel that a little bit more compressed with it on and it hides the scar a lot more than it obviously would without it. But yeah, no, really happy with this. My surgeon said he was going to do some lipo-sculpting. I didn't really know what it was going to look like, but it definitely looks like I've got abs, which I never thought that I would ever have or that I thought I would like, but I quite like it. It makes it look like I've got a lot more muscle definition. But I'm going to put my compression garment back on, and then later on I will show you the rest of me. Good morning, guys. Last night is the first night that I actually slept under the duvet. I've literally just woken up, so please excuse the state of me. It actually got a bit cold last night, and I thought, I'm going to attempt to get underneath the duvet. And I did, and oh my god, I slept so well. It's like 10:30 in the morning. I haven't slept in this long, in so long. But it just feels so good to be under the duvet. I can't even describe. I didn't get too hot. I even took my BBL pillow out halfway through the night. So I know we're about 4.5 weeks post-op, but I feel like I'm finally getting back to like the old me. And again, I didn't wake up through the night with diarrhea. Touch wood, everything's gonna be fine. Hopefully we're on to a winner. Today I've got one of my last presotherapy sessions. So like from today, I'm gonna start to like break it up a little bit because I think I've had 7 or 8 sessions. I think I've had 7 sessions. And most of the swelling has gone down, which is really good. So I'm gonna get up in a minute. I'm gonna brush my teeth, get ready, get out of bed, and I'm gonna seize the day. So I'm just off my presotherapy session. Like I said, I think this is like session number 7 or number 8. But I've actually got a tracksuit on today, which I've not been able to wear before now because the waistband is too much for my liposuction and tummy tuck. But it's nice to be in some normal clothes for once. So I've just finished my presotherapy session, and this is the first session I didn't fall asleep on. So just gonna go home, have something to eat, and just chill out. So we are now day 32 post-op. I thought I would just check in. This will be the last update now for the next 6 weeks. This is what my shape is looking like. Obviously, I'm looking quite curvy, quite hourglass. I still do want a little bit more put into my hips and into my bum. But obviously, like, I'm going back in 6 weeks, so if we can do that then, that would be amazing. I'm going to stand up now and show you what I look like in my compression. And then I'll just change into a pair of like bra and knickers, and then I will try and do like a side-by-side of what I looked like before I went for my surgery and what I look like now. So this is what I'm looking like with my garment on. I'm stood up perfectly straight now. My bum is bumming. I do want a little bit more in there, I think. I know I've got like a little bit of bum cheek hanging out, but that's fine. But I'm so incredibly happy with these results. Let me just move that so you can actually see my waist. I've actually got a waist now. I love it. I am so, so pleased. And another thing that I think is worth mentioning that I saw in a lot of other people's vlogs that I haven't experienced myself is the itch. I saw in every single vlog, people were like, it's so itchy, like your liposuction, you just want to like rip your skin off. I haven't had that. I haven't had any itchiness. I don't know if that is down to like the quality of my compression garment. I know my sister said that this is a lot higher quality of garment than she got from her hospital. She was really itchy, so it might just be down to the garment. For me, I haven't had any itchiness. The only thing I had, I would say, I think it was like a start of this week, we're now on Sunday, was like a weird stinging nettle feeling across my back where I've had a lot of liposuction. That was the only thing. It wasn't really itchy, it was like slightly stingy. But from the research that I'd done online, to me that seemed like all my nerves reconnecting and all the feelings starting to come back, because I haven't really got that anymore. I was really worried about this surgery journey. I was worried about my recovery. But if I'm honest, it's been a piece of piss. Yes, it's a bit annoying that I can't wear clothes that I want to wear, or I had to be a bit more careful with the things that I did around the house, but I genuinely thought I was going to be in excruciating pain. I haven't taken any painkillers since like the 3rd or 4th day I've been home. I just haven't needed to. Except from that first day after surgery, all I've been on is paracetamol, like I said, up until about day 3 or 4 that I was home. I haven't had really any pain. It's just been slightly uncomfortable. So if you're worried about that, obviously I can't say that your experience will be exactly like mine. Everyone's body's different. but I needn't have worried about the pain because I just haven't had it. So let's get stripped off. And then let's do a side by side. Let me try and figure out like a white wall that I can go onto, maybe in the spare room. And then I can hopefully insert like a clip over here of my body before, and we can see side by side comparison. So you have to excuse me because I am carrying 4 pounds of wine and pizza weight that I've put on in the last sort of 48 hours. But this is my body today, and we are on day 32 post-op. And obviously there will be a clip at the side of me to show a side by side. Incision wise, I think it's important to show my other incisions. So you can't really see. So there's an incision mark there with a couple of stitches still in there. I've got an incision there with still a couple of stitches in, but the definition in my arms, still slightly bruised under here. I'm really happy. I'll insert a clip or a little picture of what my arms looked like beforehand. Incisions in my back, you can't really see them anymore. So I had 2 here for where my drains were. I had some liposuction incisions here in the top of my bum, but they're pretty much gone now. And I also have them on my legs here, here and here on both sides, obviously where they went in with the liposuction. But overall, I am blown away. I'm absolutely in love with my new body. I didn't want to look too small. I still wanted to look in proportion. Once I've had my boobs done, I feel like I am going to be a lot more in proportion, especially when we add a little bit. I don't know if you can see it here, pretty much where my knickers are. Just here, need a little bit more fat transfer into my hips, and I'm ready to roll. And I think that wraps up the rest of the vlog. Thank you all so much for joining me on this plastic surgery journey. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I really hope that my little mini-series has been able to give a bit of an insight into anyone that's thinking of going for plastic surgery abroad or even in your home country. I hope seeing my experience has alleviated any sort of worries or fears. Don't forget to check out the description, my hospital, my surgeon, all the products that I've used in this video will be linked below. And I love you all. If you've got to this part of the video, please leave me a purple heart in the comments so I know you've got to this point. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.